Claudia here at Chandler Public Library, and we're going to make our spring sock gnomes today. Isn't this cute little guy with lovely little flowers in his beard? That's what we're going to do. So here's what you'll need. You'll need 2 socks of different colors. You want to do like a pastel spring type colors. You'll need a little flower charm or ornament. You'll need a wooden ball for the nose, and this is 1 inch diameter. Your 4x4 square of white beard fur, scissors, some various fake small flowers to put in the beard, cup, which I'll show you what to do with later, hot glue, some rubber bands, string, and then to fill your socks, you can either use rice, which is what I'm going to use. You can use beans, or you can use sand. If you use sand, I recommend that you put the sand in a plastic bag before you put it in the sock, because you never know, the sand could fall out of the sock once you fill it up. All right, let's begin. So you want to take whichever sock you're going to have for the body, and since I have like a pattern on this one's going to be a hat, this is going to be my body. And since my socks are small, they're like the little ankle socks, I'm not going to cut them, but if you have like the longer, calf size socks or whatever, you want to cut your sock at the heel, like so right here. I'm not going to do that with mine, but you can certainly do that with yours. If you do find the ankle socks, you can for sure cut at the heel. I'm just not going to do that today. You want to take your plastic cup and put your sock in there and stretch it over the rim, so that way we have a nice little thing to fill our sock with. And then just start filling away. And you can do a lot or as a little as you want. You can make your gnome tall, fat, short, squat, whatever. I'm going to make mine pretty fat. And then you want to kind of tap it down so that the rice gets in there. Okay, now that we've got the amount of rice, beans, sand that we want to make our body, we're going to take a rubber band and we're going to rubber band the end. Like so. And you want to do it a couple of times to really close that end off. There we go. Okay. And then I probably will cut off a little bit. And then this is the part where I would normally glue the ends down to the top, but I'm not going to do that. You can certainly do that with your hot glue. It's up to you. But the other sock will cover this nicely, so I just don't need to. Okay, so now you're going to take your little wooden ball and pick a spot on the sock to put the nose. We'll put it right here. You want to put a generous amount of glue right where you want it. And just squish that nose on there so that it'll stay. And while I'm going to let that set for a little bit, we're going to focus on the beard now. So you have your 4x4 square fake beard. And so what you're going to do is, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can take a pen or a pencil and you can sketch out a beard shape on the back, or you can do what I'm doing and free cutting it. And I've been doing this for a minute, so I don't need to trim, or I don't need to sketch out the beard. All right, so, and what you want to do is, as you're cutting the beard, you want to just cut this backing. You don't want to go full on and start cutting. like this, because then you'll end up with this. You see all this cut off at the bottom? We don't want that. We want the nice, full, square beard, you know? We want the fluffiness of the beard, okay? And just start snipping away. Just little snips at a time. And you want to save these pieces because we're going to use them later. And voila, there's our beard. Now that the nose is set, we can put the beard on. All right, so how you put the beard on is that you're going to cut a little U shape so that it can fit underneath the nose here. And again, you're just going to snip away so that you're not cutting that fur. Fits right on up under there, like that. All right, and then when you have it where you want it, you're gonna glue it down. It's already looking like a gnome. Okay, and now that we have that, we're gonna start with our hat. So you'll take your other sock, and again, if you have the longer socks, you can cut it at the heel. I'm not gonna do that. And then what you'll do is you'll take your excess fur, and even if you have excess of the sock, you're gonna scrunch it up, and you're going to shove it all the way down at the bottom where the toes are, because you're going to make a pom-pom. Like that. And then you'll take another rubber band, and I'll just rubber band it together. There we go. And then, what you're going to do now is you'll decide how you want your hat. Normally, I would cut the heel, and then I'd have this nice little brim to go down over his nose and beard. But it almost looks like a little stocking cap. I'm just going to stretch it over. Like this. And then stretch it down to the back. then this is where I would normally glue the hat down. I'm not going to do that right now, but you certainly can. But since the sock fits nicely and it's not really going to move anywhere unless you pull it off, I'm just going to glue the Pom Pom end to where I want it. Let's see. We'll do it on this side. So I'm going to do it on this side. But first, I'm going to tie the charm on. So you'll take your piece of string, take your charm, thread it through, and then you'll just tie it to the end right below the pom pom. Like that. And then I'll glue it to the body. Charm is showing. Yeah, cute little spring gnome, but we're not done. So now you're gonna take your fake flowers. I have a bunch of different ones here, and you just start decorating your gnome. And as you see here, I put one on top of his hat. So I might do that. And I'll just start sticking them in the beard. And if you want them to really stay, you can glue them down. Cut the stems off. And there you go. There is your spring sock gnome. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you next time.